Saint Thomas, one of the disciples of Jesus Christ, came by ship in AD 52 and landed at Kranganur, known in Malayalam as Kodungallur. He preached the gospel to the Jewish community there. He also preached the gospel to the Brahmin natives. He established the first church at Malankara near Kodungallur. The name Malankara derived from Malankara. The apostle then established 6 more churches as well as a half church in the southern strip of India, now known as Kerala. Niranam St. Mary's Church is one of the 7.5 churches established by him. Palayur, Paravur, Gokamangalam, Chayal and Kollam are the other churches established by him. Thiruvidankod is considered to be the half church. The apostle then went to Coromandel coast and attained martyrdom in AD 72 at St. Thomas Mount in Madras, now known as Chennai. St. Thomas had appointed priests from 4 Brahmin families called Pagalomatam, Shankarapuri, Kalli and Kaliyangal. The church in India had been in contact with the Persian church, also established by St. Thomas. Bishops from Persian church used to visit the church and ordain priests. There are several Persian crosses still in various churches which prove the connection of St. Thomas Christians with the Persian church. The temporal administration was vested with archdeacons, also known as archdiakons, selected from Pagalomatam family from time to time. In AD 345, around 72 families under the leadership of Knaithoma came to Malankara from Persia. This strengthened the position of St. Thomas Christians in Malankara. In 1498, Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese navigator, reached Calicut. Within 100 years, the Portuguese were able to bring the Malankara church under the Roman Catholic fold. In 1599, the Synod of Diamber was convened and the church was totally brought under the control of the Catholic Church. In 1653, a large number of people of Malankara revolted against the foreign rule and renounced the Catholic faith. They professed the Orthodox faith. They took an oath by holding a large rope tied to a slanting cross at Mattancherry, known famously in history as the Kunan Cross Oath or the Kunan Kurish Satyam. Some of the words of the Kunan Cross Oath are Surya Chandradigalulladatholam Kalam ഞങ്ങളും ഞങ്ങളുടെ സന്തതി പരമ്പരകളും ഈ വിദേശാധിപത്യത്തിനെതിരായി പ്രതികരിക്കും. ഇത് സത്യം സത്യം സത്യം. 12 priests laid hands on to the Archdeacon Thomas and elevated him as Marthoma first. However, since he did not get a consecration from a metropolitan, letters were sent to different church heads to help in getting the position of Marthoma ratified. In 1665, Abdul Jalil Mar Gregorios came to Malankara from Antiochian Church based in Jerusalem. That was the first time in history that the church came in direct contact with the Antiochian Church. The position of archdeacon had become extinct by then and had been given way for a higher position called Marthoma Metropolitan. Later on, In 1876, the Patriarch of Antioch visited Malankara, but then he claimed that he should be considered to be the supreme authority of spiritual and temporal powers, which was not agreed by the leaders of Malankara. In 1908, Saint Watershiril Mar Dionysius became the metropolitan. He was convinced that the Malankara Orthodox Church is an autocephalous and autonomous church, and it should have its own head. Therefore, he was able to bring Patriarch Emeritus Abdul Mashah to Malankara. The Patriarch on 15 September 1912 re-established the Catholicate of the East in Malankara. Mar Paulus Ivanios was consecrated as the Catholicos of the East, and thus late lamented His Holiness Basilius Paulus I became the first Catholicos of Malankara. The second Catholicos was His Holiness Basilius Georgis I, succeeded by His Holiness Basilius Georgis II, also known as Kurchibawa. His Holiness Basilius Augin I was the fourth Catholicos, succeeded by His Holiness Basilius Marthoma Matthews I and His Holiness Basilius Marthoma Matthews II, respectively. His Holiness Basilius Marthoma Didymus I was the seventh Catholicos. The Catholicos seated on the apostolic throne of St. Thomas today is His Holiness Basilius Marthoma Paulus II. Catholicate today is a symbol of antiquity, autocephaly, autonomy, and apostolicity. Thank you.